Hey, what's up, everybody? Frederick Pogue here. So I got up, started my morning routine this morning, and right when I was about to get into some writing, I got a text notification on my phone. It was for my VA appointment, which I damn near missed. Thankfully, they had a grace period, and I was just 5 minutes shy from missing it. So I got in, they took my vitals, I was there for physical. And kind of getting a lot of, blood work, all that stuff lined up. And I saw a counselor that I'd saw about 2 years ago, or maybe a year and a half ago. The guy that helped me out when I was in a really bad place. And I got therapy because of the VA. I got antidepressant medication. I got a primary care appointment. And even though it takes a while, I still get it. I'm going to try this thing called the MOVE program. And, after about 3 cycles, I may even be eligible for some, Ozempic or stuff like that. All at reduced cost because it's, for being a veteran. Heck, I can even put in, because I live far enough away, for a reimbursement voucher. Now, I'm not doing this all as a flex. I know that, it's one of the things veterans get, and rightfully so. Folks, veterans have served. I was a reservist. I didn't go overseas. So, I'm kind of like, I'm not in the same category as others who've served overseas or were active duty. So, I don't put myself there. But as I was walking around the VA over in Aurora, Colorado, where they're supposed to have all the gangs and all the stuff that have taken over the town and no one can move for fear of all that BS, which none of that's there. All I see outside of the VA are a lot of homeless veterans. But when you go in the VA, you see all kinds of folks. All sorts, all kinds of people who've served. There's women, there's men, there's Latino Americans, African Americans, you name it, Indian Americans, Asians, you name it, all kinds of folks. And from my counselor who helped me, that I didn't get a chance to talk to because he was talking to somebody else, helping them, and to my primary care physician who was really engaged and helped me, to the blood clinic for, the labs, get those drawn. And the results I'm going to get back in about a week. I've had a lot of people come up to thank me for my service, which I've always kind of really been uncomfortable with. And as I was looking around at really this kind of example of America, the thing hit me. Why can't we do this for everybody? Why is it just veterans? Why do we have to be a special class? Because I guarantee you, if you asked a lot of veterans who served, a lot of them for patriotic reasons, some of them money, because, well, the industry or whatever in their town left, and this was really the option they had. But a lot of us serve for patriotic reasons. I wouldn't mind seeing everybody get this. Every American citizen. Hell, even the immigrants. Why not? And that's what they do in a lot of other developed countries around the world, especially those ones in Europe, that Trump recently just shit on. They get that too. Now, there's all kinds of stories of Americans being over in Canada or Japan or, you name it, and basically got free health care. But the thing that always comes up is same thing you're seeing now with Medicaid and Medicare is, if we don't make cuts, we're not serious about it. Oh, we don't have the money for it. But the reason we don't have the money for it is the people that benefit the most in our society aren't paying their fair share. They stick the bill to us. Most of the people that earn a lot of money don't really pay taxes. They've got all these loopholes and ways to get around it. And I guess as a veteran, if you want to thank me for my service, I could care less about Veterans Day and maybe the little free meals that I get here and there, but I like the VA, and I want everybody to have the VA. Every American citizen, every immigrant and human being that touches our shores that needs it. Because right now there's a measles outbreak going on in Texas. And Mexico has put out an advisory saying, hey, don't go to Texas because you're in danger of getting measles and spreading it. We're turning into that dirty neighbor that doesn't clean himself, always shows up to work dirty and smelly, getting everybody else sick at school or work. That's what we're turning into. And in the country, in the history of the world, with the most affluence ever in the history of humanity, that we can't make everywhere in this country, like the VA, for all our citizens, even though other countries have done it, we can't do it. That people have to be inspired or, a folk hero, make a folk hero out of Luigi Mangione. And for good reason, because there's thousands of people dying on private insurance from preventable health care, on insurance they've already paid into. And yet we can't have everywhere be like the VA. Almost makes you think that's by design, ain't it? That all these excuses that one side or sometimes both sides just hand us that's what they are, just excuses. If anything, I don't want you to thank me for my service anymore. In fact, all these things that I get at the VA, you want to thank me for my service and thank veterans for our service? Why don't you extend them to everybody in America? Hell, that seems like a cause worth fighting for, don't it? Anyway, that's all I got for you. Keep the faith, defend democracy, and I'll see you later.